that this is a live stream and I will be interacting with the viewers. And also, if you're looking for the live stream chat, it doesn't show up for like 10 hours after this live stream is over, so I don't know if you want to wait, go ahead and wait. It's up to you. And listen, if you're new to the channel, you are probably not going to grasp the magnitude of what I'm showing. And also, if you don't have patience, I don't recommend you watching this video because I'm going to just take my time and just throw out all this, information that I don't need to show because I've already proven what my two predictions are, which is the Seattle event. Some type of spectacular event is going to happen around June 11th in Seattle, and somehow it connects to Elvis, whether on that day or before that day or right after that day, I don't know, but somehow Elvis is connected to it, which I've proven. And then also on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound in Ohio. Okay, on August 4th, Obama's birthday, Trump gets the head wound and he survives the wound. Anyway, so those are the two predictions. Now, basically, some of the information that I'm going to tell you in this video, I've probably mentioned in the past some of it, but most of it is pretty much new information. And by the way, this is not the end all of end all information that I told you guys that I'm going to be doing. Because I told you that one is going to be a pre-recorded video, not a live stream. Anyway, now that I've talked for a couple minutes, look, I was trying to get more people to get into the chat. So basically, I have a bunch of stuff written on cards, and I'm just going to go little by little through it all. Because, look, folks, let me tell you something. In the end times, which we're in, there's many antichrists, okay? I mean, the minions of Satan are everywhere, especially at the very top, like the whole queen, the family, the royal family, they call it. They're all involved, every one of them. Deeply involved in this charade. And everybody at the top of every big country, you know what I mean? So, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because of there's something next month is a very special day that involves the Queen, and I believe that this particular day could be something very important happening that day, which will connect to my two predictions. And remember, this is just me researching, okay? These are not the supernatural predictions of the Seattle event on June 11th and the Trump head wound. That is from the Holy Spirit. This is just me researching and showing you what could happen, okay? And believe me, you will be amazed if you watch the whole video. And to anybody, saying nice things, and, God bless you, and I appreciate it. And I'm not really going to be looking at the chat too much, So if I miss what you're saying, I apologize. And like I said, God bless you, and remember, Jesus is God. Okay, so let's get started. So let's start with how this connects. All right, because I told you I'm going to connect it all to the Queen. So, the Queen, she's born on April 21st, 1926. Okay, now, April 21st is the 111th day of the year. Okay, and how many days remain in the year? 254. And what is the 254th day of the year? It's 9/11. So the Queen's birthday is the backwards of 9/11, okay? And On April 21st, 1962, because the Queen was born in 26, and it's just a reverse. So April 21st, 1962 is the day the Space Needle opened in Seattle, okay? And I told you that the word God equals 26. So she was born in the 26th month, the 26th year, April 21st, 1926. And the Space Needle opened in the 62, the reverse, right? And like I told you, April 21st is the backwards of 9/11, the backwards date, okay? Now, there was a singer named Prince, okay? And Elvis has even been called a prince. And Prince, he died. And by the way, folks, I'm having I don't know whether my heart is doing weird stuff today. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I'm not getting any air or something in this apartment. I got like the jitters. I think I ate something wrong yesterday, or whatever, that's giving me allergies. But anyway, so the Prince, the singer, he died on April 21st, which is the Queen's birthday and the Space Needle opening day, right? April 21st. And this dude, Prince, he wrote a song called I Would Die For You, all right? And this is, like I said, this part is something I've told already in the past. So for you, he wrote it. He wrote the number 4 and the letter U. And the U is the 21st letter. So he basically said, I would die for 21. And he died on 4/21. You get what I'm saying? How ridiculous is that? That the Prince, the singer, dies on 4/21, And there was even a video of him talking about that bin Laden, whatever, you want to believe that ridiculous story of what happened on 9/11, that bin Laden was going to attack the towers. He even said that in one of his concerts before 9/11 happened. That's on YouTube. I don't know, whether it's legit or not, but that's what people wrote. Anyway, hold on. So, okay. And he died at Paisley Park, which is his compound. That's what Prince called. Prince's compound is the peepee. And Prince loved the peepee, if you know what I'm saying. All right. And the peepee is the 1616. And I told you that from Elvis's birthday, if you go forward 1616 days, it lands on June 11th. The PP, get it? P is the 16th letter of the alphabet, 1616, PP. Anyway, Paisley Park sounds like Presley. Paisley sounds like Presley. And he was born in the... Hold on, folks. Before I move on, is it okay if I say these things, or do you guys want me to actually show these things that I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like right now I'm asking the chat, would you rather I actually show the dates and everything for these guys, because I am going to be showing some, but not every single thing. Yeah, so I should just say it instead. Okay, so anyway, where was I? The Paisley Park. What was I saying next? Oh, okay. So he was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And by the way, I'm connecting it to the Queen, because remember, you have the Queen, the King, the Prince. You get what I'm saying? And Prince, that was the singer's name, right? And so he was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. The MM, same initials, I told you that's a code. But Minneapolis, Minnesota's area code is 612, 612. And Bush was born on 612, George Bush Sr., not Jr. And 612 is the backwards of 216 numbers. 612 if you say it backwards, it's 216. And the 216th day of the year is August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. Okay. And of course, Obama's birthday is that day too. August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. Anyway, so he's born in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the 612 area code, backwards 216. 612 also was where George Floyd was, you know what, I'm not going to say it. So the George Floyd incident happened over there in the 612 area code. And George connects to Washington. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Washington's going to be struck, Seattle. Okay. And what else? He dies, Prince dies in 2016. That's the 216 with the area code. I mean, the 216, if you don't count the zero, it's 216, right? 2016. And the 216, the 216th day of the year is August 4th. Okay. So his death, remember I told you he died on 4/21. And 4 times 21 equals 84. Do you see that? So the 216th day of the year, he dies in 2016, right? 216th day of the year is August 4th. And he dies on 4/21. 4 times 21 is 84. Okay. Hold on. And also Trump, he's born on 6/14, and 6 times 14 equals 84. Again, connecting to the 8/4, okay? And people who are new to the channel, if you hear me sniffing all the time, it's because I have breathing issues. I have allergies, and I have a deviated septum that blocks my breathing, and I broke my nose a bunch of times playing baseball, not fighting. I'm not a fighter. So I'm connecting all of this to Trump and the Washington, Seattle. You understand? So also 4/21, if you say it backwards, because in the UK they say the day first, 21/4, so that's 2/14. You know, if you say it across, the 4/21 is 2/14. 2/14 is the 45th day of the year, Valentine's Day. And 45 connects to Trump, 45th president. See? All right, now, when was Prince born? See, this guy was chosen for a reason, all right? You know, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know, the guy was talented, but I mean, I never really liked him. But he was born on 6/7. And by the way, that's the day my mom died. 6/7 is what Elvis and his twin equals. Elvis equals 67, and his twin who died, his identical twin, was Jesse, which equals 67 when it's spelled with the I, Jessie. So Elvis equals 67, and Prince equals 67. Okay, and well, I'll just say it. Like I said, I don't care if people want to see me actually show it. If you don't believe me, you can look it up yourself. So the number 67, why is it so important? Okay, because 67 is the first number when you write it into the gematria calculator. If you wrote 1 and then wrote it in, you know, I'm saying if you wrote into the gematria calculators every number 1, 2, all the way to 67, 67 is the first number that equals 162. And why is 162 important? Because the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And that's why Elvis is connected to it. His name equals 67. Just like I said, his twin's name equaled 67. 67 is the first number that equals 162. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. And it's connected to the 16-2. 16 twice. You understand? It's the 1616, the PP. All right? Do you understand? Because the P is the 16th letter. It's the PP. And he died in 2016, which is the 216. Do you get it? Let me get some water. Okay. Now, remember, everything's I'm connecting all of this to the Queen because I have something to show you about the Queen. And next month. Okay. So the Queen's mother, the Queen of England's mother, she was born on August 4th, 1900. Okay. And by the way, the number 19, listen to this, the 19th prime number is 67. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying here? Because I just told you 67 is the first number that equals 162, 162nd day of the year, June 11th. Anyway, she was born in 1900, and I told you the 19th prime number is 67. Hold on. And yes, it's all about the crown. Exactly. That's why you see all these shows about the crown and everything, because they're going to crown the king. You understand? Not only is King Charles going to be crowned soon, but Elvis, as Trump would say, the true king. That's what Trump said, all right? Not me. There's only one king, and that's Jesus. Anyway, so what else here? I'm trying to see what else I have. So remember, the Queen Mother, the Queen's mother is born on August 4th. Okay, and who is Prince Harry dating? I mean, Prince Harry. Who's Prince Harry married to? He's married to Meghan Markle, which is a MM again. Remember, Prince was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota, MM. Meghan Markle's MM, and she, I mean, Meghan is born, I'm trying not to say the SHE, but anyway, Meghan Markle is born on 8/4, okay? Obama's birthday. That's the reason that Markle was chosen, okay? Hold on. And where did Meghan Markle's family, where are they from? See, she's not from, I keep saying, Meghan's not from there. Meghan is born in California, but where is her family from? I keep saying her. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. But, because I'm trying to stay away from certain words, that way I don't get in trouble. But, yeah, I want to say that, but I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, the family that Meghan comes from was born in Ohio. The mother was born in Ohio, where Trump's going to get his head wound. And where in Ohio? Cleveland. And what is the Cleveland area code? 216. You see what I'm saying? It never fails, And Meghan's father, his name is Thomas, which means twins means twin, the word Thomas. And by the way, Markle equals the exact same word as Kraken in gematria. So when you see Markle, it means Kraken. And what does Markle have in it? It has the EL mark, because I told you Elvis is going to be connected to the mark. All right. And Elvis is the Kraken, the beast out of the sea. So Markle equals Kraken. Markle has the EL mark. Elvis, get it? Elvis mark. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm done with that. Oh, and Prince Harry is born in the year 84. Okay. So look, all of this is not a coincidence that, you know, that all this happened, all of these connections I'm saying. So Markle's born on August 4th and Prince Harry was born in the year 84. Okay. Now, Prince William, okay? Remember, we're talking about the June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. It's the 162, 216, all that same kind of numbers. 162, 216, they're all the same numbers, right? Because the area code where Prince lived and where George Floyd died was the 612. Backwards is 216, and 612 is George Bush Sr.'s birthday. And now Prince William, he's born on 621, 621. And if you say it backwards, like they do in UK, the date, it's 216, 216. Do you get it? Prince William. All right. And when was he born? 1982. And why is this important? Because Seattle equals 8219 on my gematria calculator, which is the date, 1982, but spin backwards, 8219. And like I said, they say 216 in the UK, okay? Which is 216. Now, look, are you guys... like I said, I got to ask again, do you want me to show these things or do you want me to actually say it? You know, I'm trying to get feedback, but only one or two people are answering, you know. So I'm just going to keep going because I can actually, you know, I could just type it up and show it to you guys. Because later on I will in some of them, but because you have to see it. I'm just saying right now, I'm just saying it, right? Okay. Now, remember, I just showed you that backwards, Prince William's birthday, 621, is 216, which is the 216, which is August 4th, right? The 216th day of the year. I will be showing it, some of it, but not these. Just trust me, man. I've done so much research on this. There's no way I'm going to get any of this wrong. All right. You can check it yourself. Every single thing I said is 100% accurate. So, when was Prince William baptized? Because I just told you that his date, 216, is the 216, which is August 4th, the 216th day of the year, which is the day Trump gets his head wound, which is the day Obama was born. Now, when was Prince William baptized? August 4th. Do you see? He was baptized that same year, August 4th. Okay, so, and by the way, Prince Harry has an interesting baptized date too, but I don't want to get into that. Okay, now I'm going to have to show you some dates. Okay, this way you can truly believe what's going on here. All right, I'm going to slow down a little bit right now because I have to type it in. So remember, Seattle is in Washington, so everything is about, you know, death and destruction. And from Washington's death date, okay, from Washington's death date, 12/14, 1977, I mean, 1799, 12/14, 1799, George Washington died, to the Queen's birthday, 4/21, 1926, it is 126 years. Oh, let me just show you. This is going to come in, you know, it's going to be important. So just, this is just the beginning of what I'm going to show. So look, from the day, from Washington's death to the day the Queen was born, and I told you 26 equals God, right? It's 126 years, 4 months, 8 days. Okay? You see? It's the 8-4 backwards, and it's the same numbers as the 126, 621. And you know, Kobe Bryant, he died on 126. Is that? I think I'm correct on that. I'm not. And you know, Eddie Van Halen was born on 126, and he died recently too. But Kobe died on 126. Anyway, it's the 4 months and 8 days that I wanted you to see. And by the way, the 149th day of the year is JFK's birthday. I'm just throwing stuff out there now. Anyway. So, hold on. Okay. Now, let's go from Washington's death date to the Space Needle opening date, which I told you is on the same day as the Queen's birthday, but in the year 62. Now, what do we get? Let's check it out. So from the death of Washington, remember Seattle's in Washington, to the day the Space Needle opened in 1962, April 21st, which just so happens to be the Queen's birthday, is 162 years, 4 months, 8 days. So you have the 8-4, which I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on, and you got the 162, which is June 11th, the 162nd day of the year, which is my 2 dates. Do you see? You know, of course, it's not perfect because it doesn't say 6/11, but the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. This is how they work, man. All right? And look, if you say the date 4/21 and not the 19 and just say 62, it's 42/162. And why am I saying 42? Because Elvis died at the age of 42, and June 11th is the 162nd day. 162 and 42, Elvis died. Washington is the 42nd state, and 162 is the June 11th date. Okay, the 162nd day of the year. All right. I hope you guys are understanding this, right? Yeah, exactly. That's right. December 14th in 2020 was the first time that they injected somebody, that nurse, that whatever, I'm not going to say nothing. The nurse, she took the first injection in America. In the UK, I think it was William Shakespeare and somebody else. I can't remember now. I don't remember the story now. There was something to it, but now I can't remember. Oh, William Shakespeare has the initials of Seattle, Washington, WS, which is what I talked to you guys about anyway, about the Serena Williams and all that stuff. SW. Oh, yeah. Also, Seattle's in King County, and Elvis was known as the King. That's right. And I told you Elvis was the first famous person that had anything to do with the Seattle Space Needle. He made a movie called It Happened at the World's Fair. As soon as it opened, the Space Needle, he was making a movie about it. See, Elvis. Okay. Let me see what else I'm going to show here. Okay, like I said, I'm getting to the good stuff here. Hold on. So, from the Queen's birthday to this year, 6/11, let's try that and see what we get. Will there be any connection? So, from the exact day that the Queen was born to 6/11 this year, let's see what we get. What the heck am I doing? I'm trying to read the chat at the same time here. Hold on. Okay. And some people are talking about the Truman Show, and Truman, it's got the first four letters of Trump. And I told you, Harry Truman, the president, and remember, you get the Prince Harry connection too. Harry Truman was the president when Trump was born, and he was the 33rd president. See, I've already talked about all this stuff connecting to Trump. Okay, so from the Queen's birthday, the exact day she was born, to this year, 6/11, when the spectacular event in Seattle is going to happen, look what you get here. You have a 35 and a 116. And that's a 6/11 backwards, okay? And the 35th president was JFK, who was assassinated. Just a little while ago, I showed you the 149 in one of her connections. I don't remember now. I just showed you something with the 149, which was JFK's birth date. But anyway, 35th president and the 6/11. Hold on. All right. Oh, and yeah, and it said 96 years old. Hold on. And it said 96 years old. I mean, 96 years, 1 month, 22 days. In between that, it's got the 612 mashed up together with 96122. I'm just, like I said, I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff out there. Yeah, look, folks, I've talked about the Elvis movie many, many times, but yeah, for the people who don't know, Elvis is going to be everywhere this year, all right, in June. And before that, too, people are going to be, you're going to see stupid Tom Hanks everywhere because of Elvis's movie that's coming out on June 24th. And I told you that June 24th, I don't want to give it away. I did a video 3 months ago about that movie. Go watch it on this channel. And all the connections to why they picked that date that it's opening. Where am I? Okay. What am I doing? Okay, so let's go from the Space Needle opening date to the 6/11. Because remember, the Space Needle opening date is the same day as the Queen's birthday, which also is the backwards birthday of 9/11. 4/21 is the backwards birthday of 9/11. If you don't understand that, I'll explain it again later. Right now, we're going to go from the Space Needle opening date in 1962, which is 4/21, the Queen's birthday. Now look what you get here. Watch this. At first, you're not going to understand this. I'm going to explain it. Okay. This is going to take some explaining. All right. Look. From the day the Space Needle opened to June 11th, okay? It's two. Oh, man, I can't. It's not focusing. So it's the 219. And remember, if you turn the 9 upside down, it would be a 6. So it would be 216 again. But 219 connects to Elvis. And I'm going to show you how that connects to Elvis in a moment, to Elvis's birthday. But first, let's look at this. It's got the 67. 67 is Elvis's name equals 67. So it does his identical twin. And Jesse, his name equals 67, his identical twin. And 67 is the first number that equals 162 in gematria. Okay? And look, you got the 6122 again. 612. Which backwards is 216. You get it? And Morgan Freeman, he always plays God in everything, or a president. He was born on 6/1 because 6/14 is 6/1 on the old Julian calendar. So Trump's birthday 6/14 is actually 6/1 on the old calendar. But anyway, so let's get to this again. So I told you about the 67. Let's connect the 219. All right. Let me connect the 219 real quick. That way you can see that nothing is a coincidence here. So from the first of the year to the day Elvis was born on January 8th, him and his twin, hold on. So the year doesn't matter. I'm just choosing a year. He was born in 1935, Elvis and his twin. So from the first of the year to Elvis's birthday, the day identical twins were born. Look, see the percentage of the year from the first of the year is 2.19%. See that? 219. And I told you that what I just showed you was let me go back to that real quick. Like I said, this is why doing these kind of videos, you have to have patience, and I know it's the flow is not that great, but there's nothing I can do. It's important that you know all this information because I told you it's all coming to an end, what I have to say. So remember, I just showed you that the 219 was the day Elvis was born. The percentage was 2.19. Okay? And the 67, Elvis equals 67. And 67 is the first number that equals 162. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th. You see? Okay? And you have the 612, 216 backwards. You understand? And now what? I forgot. Again, with the 219, let me show you another connection to the 219. What is the 219th day of the year?
August 7th. According to Wikipedia, this is the latest.
August 7th is 87, and Elvis turned 87 this year, okay? And I connected all that in another video, just the last video or the last few videos. I can't remember which one now, but because I told you this year is Elvis's most important birthday. Okay, what else now? Okay, now, from the day Washington was founded, I'm not going to go from the year and everything, but just the date. The date of Washington's founding date of 11/11. Interesting number, right? 11/11. So from 11/11, let's just go from the year let's connect it to the Queen's birthday because that's what I'm doing. Or no, it's the same thing. The Queen's birthday is 4/21 and the Space Needle opening is 4/21. So let's just connect it to the Space Needle opening. So the Space Needle opened on 4/21, 1962. Let's see how many days are in between. Look at this, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Like I told you, Seattle's going to get struck. Seattle's in Washington. And Washington was founded on November 11th. 11/11, right? Forget the year. 11/11 it was founded. Up to 4/21, the day the Space Needle opened, is 162 days. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Do you understand what I am trying to show you here? All right. How many coincidences do I have to show you, man? I mean, it's just unreal, right? Over and over again, you know, how this all connects, right? Hold on. Okay. And remember, I told you that was from Washington's founding date, the state of Washington. Now let's go from Washington's death to that day and see how many days are in between. And remember, I already showed you how many years and everything was in between Washington's death to the Queen's birthday, but this is just to the Space Needle opening from December 14th to April 21st. Again, it looks like those numbers again, 612, 216. If you just turn the 9 upside down, it looks the same numbers as I've been showing you. But look, it's 4 months, 8 days. It's the 8-4. Do you get it? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And you know what's coming up, don't you? 4-8 is coming up this year. Now I'm going to connect and tell you something is going to happen on 4-8 this year that connects to either the Space Needle or to the Queen. Okay? Remember, I'm sorry. No. Don't. I mistakenly said something. Remember, my two predictions are 6/11 Seattle and August 4th is the Trump head wound, right? What I'm trying to say is that some kind of predictive programming is going to happen on 4-8 that could connect to the Seattle Space Needle, okay? Or to Trump's head wound on 4-8. But also it connects to the Queen, because I've been showing you how there's 4 months, 8 days in between. So there's something very important. And the Queen was born on 4/21. There's something very important about this. Okay, this 4 months, 8 days, right? And this year, like I said, folks, I'm getting confused because I have so much in my brain, and I'm trying not to get it. Like I said, I got lost right now. But anyway, let me just show you why this year on 4-8 there might be some kind of predictive programming for the upcoming two predictions that I'm telling you about. Okay, so let's start with from Elvis's death date to 4/8/22 this year. Remember, the 4-8 is the predictive programming that I'm saying that could connect to the Queen or to the other two predictions that I have. So let's do that. And hold on. So 4-8 this year. From what am I looking to do? Oh, from Elvis's death date. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's look at that first. All right, look, see this number right here? You're going to see in another equation that I showed that connects to Elvis's death date to 611, you're going to see these same five numbers, okay? But right now, just forget about that. This is what I wanted you to see. The devil is in the details. See, it's down here. That's important. It's the percentage. 44%, which is the kill number. I told you, and the word anti equals kill also. 44 is the kill number, and I told you that Trump is the 44 and 45th president. And the 67. I told you that is the Elvis and Jesse, the twins. Okay, and I told you that between Elvis's birthday and 9/11 is 67.67. The percentage of 67.67 between Elvis's birthday and 9/11. Anyway, and the 44 is not only is it a twin number, it's also the kill and the anti number. Anyway, so let's just remember these five numbers. So from now, we're going to go from August 16th, the day Elvis died, to 6/11. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Try and get somebody else to do this, and you'll see how hard it is to do this stuff. All right. It's so difficult, to try and remember all this at the same time, bring it to fruition, All right, so to 6/11 this year. Oops. See, now I'm going from Elvis's death date to June 11th, okay? Up to that date, not including that date. Look, it's 16,370. And just a minute ago, I showed you from Elvis's death date to that date 4/8, where I told you some type of predictive programming is going to happen. It was 16,307. This is 16,370. Like I said, there's a big possibility that something could happen. All right. And I could show you more about that, but I'm going to keep moving on. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm debating whether to even show that. Yeah, I should, because it does connect to the 4/8, so I just got to keep showing that. Listen, to the people just getting in, you need to watch from the beginning or you're not going to understand all the things I'm talking about. Okay. What the heck? So from the day the Queen was born to this year 4/8, because I told you I'm connecting it to the Queen, because from Washington's death date, where is it? Hold on. Where did I put this stupid paper? Hold on. Oh, yeah. From Washington's death date to 4/21, the date was 4 months, 8 days. And that's why, because 4/21 is the Queen's birthday and the Space Needle opening, right? And from Washington's death date, because Seattle's in Washington, to the Queen's birthday, 4/21, is 4 months, 8 days. And that's why I'm telling you that 4/8 is that something's going to happen, predictive programming wise, either to the Queen and her family or to my predictions, okay? My two predictions on 6/11 and 8/4. Now, let's look from the Queen's birthday to this year on 4/8. And I have more to show you about the 4-8, but I'm just taking it slow here. Anyway, first of all, you got the 911, 119 connections, but that's not what I want to show you. It's this. Watch this. 35052. And 35 plus 52 equals 87. And I told you Elvis's birthday this year, he turned 87. This is a huge year. This is the day, this is the year that the Antichrist is going to be crowned. Okay? Anyway, 35 plus 52, and look at the numbers, right? It's 35052. You're going to see why I'm showing you that, all right? Because again, I'm going to connect it to Elvis and something else. So remember, from the Queen's birthday to 4-8. Okay, now 35052. Let's do from Washington founding date, because I already connected the Washington founding date to the Queen's birthday being 162 days, which is June 11th, the 162nd day. Now I'm connecting Washington's founding date to Elvis's death date. And remember, I showed you how important it is in my other video, but I just want you to see one thing. Where is it? Here it is. So from Washington's founding date, the exact year that Washington was founded, to Elvis's death date is 32055. You remember the Queen from the Queen's birthday to 4-8 was 35052. 35052, okay? It equaled 87, and so does 32 plus 55. It equals 87. Come on, stupid. Yeah. And look, Elvis is 87 years old, right? This year. And it was 87 years from Washington founding date to Elvis's death was 87. And Elvis turned 87 years old this year, because he was born in 1935. But anyway, look, 9 months, 6 days. The Queen turns 96 this year on 4/21. Okay? And remember, the devil's in the details. This is the most important thing right here. See, this was the most important thing. Elvis turned 87, and the numbers 8219 equals Seattle. So Elvis turned 87 this year, 8219 equals Seattle in gematria. Anyway, so let me get some water. And you know, those amount of days I told you equaled 87, both of them. The 32055, 32 plus 55 equals 87, and the other one was 35052 equaled 87. Anyway, what else? I think so remember, I told you that from Washington's death date to the Queen's birthday, 4/21. So from Washington's death, 12/14 to 4/21 is 4 months and 8 days in between. And remember, 4/21 is also the day Space Needle opened. So it's 4 months, 8 days in between. Now, from 8/4 to 4/8, because I told you some kind of predictive program is going to happen on this date this year, 4/8, that connects either to the Queen and her family or to to my two predictions of June 11th and August 4th. So just now I showed you that 12/14 to 4/21 is 4 months, 8 days. Now from 8/4 to 4/8, because the 4/8 is the backwards of 8/4. 8/4 to 4/8 is 8 months, 4 days in between. You see? How crazy is that? 8/4 from date Obama was born and Trump's getting his head wound. From 8/4 to 4/8 is 8 months, 4 days. And from 4/8 to 8/4 is 119 days, which is the 9/11 backwards. And remember, you can either add the day or not add the day to get to your equations. So if you don't get the exact amounts, because you're either adding the day or not adding the day. Because I told you, you can, when doing these calculations, you can go up to that day, saying like in between how many days are there, or you can actually add that day also. And the reason you can count it like that is because, see, the day is not over yet. Because the day is not fully over, you don't really need to count that last day. It's up to that day you can count, or you can count the whole day. Do you understand? That's why you have two ways to count that. Anyway, now, again, I'm going to connect Elvis to Washington to that 4/8 date this year that I told you some type of predictive programming might happen. So, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. George Washington, he became a Freemason on August 4th. I forgot about that. I mentioned that years ago. So George Washington became a Master Mason on August 4th. Master Mason, excuse me. Again with the August 4th, okay? Now, listen to this. So from JFK's birthday, from JFK's death day to Elvis's birthday is 777 days in between. If you go 777 days forward, it lands on Elvis's birthday, JFK's death date. And then if you go from Elvis's birthday forward 777 days, it lands on Washington, George Washington, 2/22. Okay? So, and then if you go from 2/22 to 4/8, that's 777 days. And the 4/8 is the day I'm telling you that something is going to, some type of predictive programming could happen to the Queen and her family, or connecting to my predictions. These are just predictive programming. We're not talking about a spectacular, crazy event like what's going to happen in Seattle and what's going to happen on August 4th. All right. And interestingly enough, the percentage from Trump's birthday to 4/8, the day I'm telling you the predictive program is going to happen, is 82.19 on a leap year only. 82.19, and that is the Seattle number, the percentage, 82.19%. I'm talking about only the percentage from Trump's birthday to that 4/8. All right. What else? Okay. When saying Elvis's birth date, you could say 108, 108, or 18, right? And what's interesting, if you went from October 8th, which is 10/8, go forward 6,666 days, that's 4 6s, it lands on Elvis's birthday. So from 10/8 forward 6,666 days, it lands on Elvis's birthday, 1/8. And then from 1/8, you go forward 6,666 days, it lands on 4/8. You see? And then from 4/8, if you went 6,666 days, it lands on 7/8, which is the backwards of 8/7. And Elvis turned 87, right? I'm just throwing stuff out there, folks. This is not like super important information. You know, I told you the important information is the two predictions I have. That I told you is from the Holy Spirit. If you can't understand it, then that's on you. It's not on me. Now, what else? And Prince Philip, it's the PP, you know, and Prince Philip. I mean, it's it's the PP. It's 1616 again, and I told you 1616 days forward from Elvis's birthday lands on June 11th. So Prince Philip is the PP, and he died at the age of 99 on the 99th day of the year. And there was another thing I can't remember. There was more to that, but Prince Philip is born one day before 611 on 610. And from the day Prince Philip was born to the day the Queen was born, because he was married to the Queen, is 1777 days or 1776 days in between their birthdays. What else? Yeah, I heard that he had said that. Yeah, you're right. He said something about coming back as a as a deadly disease if he could come back. Who would say something like that, man? That is just beyond unbelievable. The Prince Philip dude. He said if he were to die and come back, he'd want to come back as a deadly disease or something. What else? Interestingly enough, when Prince Philip died, the percentage from his birthday to the death date was 999.14%. I mean, he's got the 999, which is the 666 upside down, What else here? What else? I think I've come down. I'll save that one for last. Hold on. There's one other thing. Let me just show you some Princess Diana stuff. That interesting numbers connected to that. I don't know if you're talking to me, but I've shown you the 222 connections many times on my videos. So I don't really want to get into it here, but it's just too much. But that Washington, it's been 222 years since Washington died. His birthday's on 222. And celebrated on 222. And this year is 2022. It's just too much, all the coincidences. Yeah, there is. I just can't remember them all. You know what I mean? The connections. All right. So let me just show this Princess Diana thing. So Princess Diana, she died on 8/31/97. And from Trump's birthday to Princess Diana's birthday, the reason I'm showing that is because, remember, I'm telling you that Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, and 8/31 is almost like 8/4 because 3 + 1 is 4/31. See, she died on 8/31, right? So that's kind of like 8/4. And between Trump's birthday and first of all, let me show you this. From Trump's birthday to the day Princess Diana died, Elvis was born on 1/8, and the 77 is the year he died. And in that year, that's the year he turned 42 years old. And I told you Washington's the 42nd state. Okay. And look at this. Trump is born on 6/14 and 614 months, either 17 days or 18 days. And if it's 17, I told you Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio on 8/4. See, I put including that day. So if I don't include that day, it would be 17 days. But 6/14, that's the day Trump was born, 6/14. And August 31st is like 4, because 3 + 1 is 4. You understand? Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Hold on. What else? And from Elvis's birthday, from Elvis's death date to Princess Diana's death date is an interesting, not so much the days, but how many years and months. Check it out. From Elvis's death to Princess Diana. Those numbers are significant too, but forget about that. It is right here. This is it. 20 years and 16 days. That's what's important. It's the 2/16 for August 4th. Okay. And the year 2016 is the year that Obama passed it over to basically to Trump, because Trump won the election that year, 2/16. And the 44 passed it to the 45, but Trump is also the 44th person to become president. So he's the 44 and 45. Anyway, Obama's born on 8/4. The 216th day of the year is August 4th, 2/16. And also, Elvis was born in Mississippi, which is the 20th state, and he died in Tennessee, which is the 16th state. See, 2016. Look, folks, all of this is connected. If you can't understand it, I don't know what to tell you. But I don't care about these connections. I'm talking about just those little things that I've been telling you. Not so much to Princess Diana. I don't care about that. But anyway. Yeah, like I said, folks, there's so much more I could show you, but the main important thing about why 4/8, because I've been showing you that all the connections to the 8/4 and the Queen's birthday and the Space Needle opening date. But see, here's what the reason I'm telling you that 4/8 could be something connected to the Queen, because I showed you all the connections of the 4/8 connecting, to the Queen, whatever, But here's what the real reason is, okay? Because the date 4/21, hold on. The date 4/21, not only is it the Queen's birthday, but it's also the Space Needle opening date and the date Prince died, that Prince the singer. And I'm just wasting time till I show you something. So the date 4/21 is actually, on our calendar, it's 4/21, but it used to be 4/8, you see, on the Julian calendar. 4/21 is actually 4/8. So everything I've been showing you about the 4/8 is actually connected to the Queen's birthday and to the Space Needle opening date. Do you understand what I'm showing you? Okay? Do you get it? These are not coincidences. All right? All right. So basically all of that I just showed you, is just connecting it all to each other. And I'll leave this video up at least till 4/8, just in case. If nothing happens, I'll take it down. But remember, this is just me doing research. This is not from the Holy Spirit. I mean, the way I'm doing the numbers is from the Holy Spirit, but just me picking a certain day here and there, that doesn't work. But the other dates of 6/11 and August 4th, that was supernatural. And if you've been watching my channel for the last 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about the wow signal. Someone's talking about that because that was a few hours before Elvis died. There was a signal from from space, supposedly from space, that the Ohio Big Ear telescope picked up a few hours before Elvis died in 1977. And I told you Trump's going to get his head wounded in Ohio, and that's not a coincidence. And by the way, Trump's brother died on August 15th. I think it was last year or the year before. Oh, it was in 2020. Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you something. I've told you guys that Morgan Freeman could bite the dust soon. Who knows? Because I told you that he's 84 years old until June 1st. So in between now and June 1st, something might happen to Morgan Freeman because of the 84 connection, and because he plays God and the president. He plays somebody influential in every movie, and because 6/14. Trump's birthday is actually 6/1 on the Julian calendar. You see? Just like I showed you 4/21 is 4/8. Yeah. See, you don't understand. Look, they can't do too much predictive even though some of the numbers match other dates. They're like, well, we could have done it on this date or that date. They can't, because people would pick up on that. It'd be too obvious if they did it. But if they do it once in a while, then people can never predict which date. Because if they did it on every date that had some kind of connection, it would be too obvious. And that's why I keep telling you guys that the two dates, which I've never changed from day one till now, is the 6/11 and the August 4th. What I'm trying to say is that those two dates and the events that are going to occur are the supernatural from the Holy Spirit. There's no other way to see it. Okay. But everything else is just me trying to, come up with something, to make the videos more entertaining and stuff like that. So even if something happens on 4/8 as a predictive programming, I'm not going to sit here, oh man, I'm a prophet. None of that. This is just me researching. All right. But the 6/11 and the August 4th, when that happens, you will know that it's from the Holy Spirit. All right. That's all I can tell you. I mean, just look at the things if you just look at some of the things that I put together for you, how can they be coincidences? How can it be that Elvis was born in the 20th state and he died in the 16th state, 2016? Trump gets elected in 2016. 216 is the three numbers, and the 0 is a crown. 2016, that's a crown. Okay, hear me out. Anytime you see the 0, it's a crown. So the 216 with a crown is 2016, right? And the 216th day is August 4th, the day Trump's going to get his head wound. So Trump is elected in 2016. Who passes it over to him? Obama. Obama's born on the 216th day of the year. Obama's the 44th president, right? But Trump is the 45th president, but he's the 44th person to become president. Okay? So he's the 44 and 45. All right? I'll get into why that happened later. But so 44, 45. 2016, he was elected. Elvis is born in the 20th state, dies in the 16th state, 2016, and right now it's between 44 and 45 years. Elvis's death this year until August 16th, it'll be 45 years, and Trump is a 44, 45. Do you get it? All right. From Elvis's death till now, it's between 44 and 45 years. And yeah, someone's asking me where in Ohio. I'm not sure, but yes, it definitely could be Cleveland, because the Cleveland is the 216 area code, but it doesn't have to be, because Ohio has the 44, 45 area zip codes. So it could be in any of the zip codes that connect the 45042, 44045, 45, you know, whatever. I'm not sure, but it has a lot of the 44, 45 area codes. I mean, zip codes. But the area code is 216 is Cleveland. Yeah. And the reason that there is this discrepancy about why Trump is the 44th person to become president and the 45th actual president is because of a certain president named Grover Cleveland. And Cleveland was the 22nd and the 24th president. See, what he did was he skipped. Check this out. Pay attention. He skipped 20. He didn't win in 23. The 23rd president. You know, he didn't serve consecutively. So he was the 22nd president. He lost. Then he came back and won the 24th. So he's the 22nd and 24th. And that's why when he became the 24th Grover Cleveland, they didn't count him again. Because he's the same person who won the 22nd. So he's not counted twice as a person, but counted as a president twice. Okay. So he was the 22nd and 24th president, but he's only counted once as a person. And that's why Trump is the 44th person to become president, but he's the 45th actual president. Now, what happened with Trump? Trump, look, he didn't win this one, right? He won one presidency, loses presidency, and he comes back in 24. Do you get it? Do you see what I'm saying? After he gets his head wound and he comes back in 24, just like Cleveland, Grover Cleveland. And Cleveland is the 216 area code. Do you get it? Did everyone get what I just said right there? How ridiculous this is? Do you get what I'm saying? Because Cleveland was the 22nd president, and this year's 2022. Get it? And then he's going to come back in 24, Trump. And Grover Cleveland was the 24th president also. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You can't come up with these kind of ridiculous, you know. It's beyond belief, man. And by the way, 2016, I was trying to tell you, if you switch the numbers, 1620, it would be 162 with a crown. So the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. So Elvis's states where he was born and died is 1620, 2016. You understand? It's the same thing. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? How can you have coincidences like this over and over again? All right. like I said, I mean, do you think I'm a glutton for punishment or something? Do you think that when it didn't happen the first year and I kept on going, it didn't happen the second year, I kept on going? You understand? You think I'm stupid? No, it's because I know that this is from the Holy Spirit. There's just no other way to see this, okay? You can't have these kind of coincidences. And that's why I didn't stop. No matter what people were making fun of me, I didn't care, all right? It doesn't bother me. And people said, you're ruining your reputation. You had the reputation as the only truther who has no agenda and who doesn't ask for nothing, because I've never asked nothing from anybody. No donations, no I don't monetize. I don't have no PayPal or that other crap. I have nothing. I want nothing from anybody. I just want you to hear the truth. Okay. And anyway, people were like, you're ruining your reputation. You're as whatever, as a truther. I said, I don't care about my reputation. I only care about the truth. All right. And this is the truth. If you don't want to hear it, then you're, like I said, you don't have eyes to see and you don't have ears to hear. Anyway, for the people just getting in, you got to watch from the beginning. All right. This is just, important information that that needs to be heard, but it doesn't need to be there, but it needs to be heard. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't, I didn't have to do it. All right. But again, it needs to be shown. And here's, oh, you know what? Let me end it with, hold on. Check this out. So, let me, hold on. I want to make sure real quick, because I'm going to connect the father-son connection here. Because, the Bushes were the only father-son presidents, right? And, hold on. Yeah, for the people who don't know, the 216, another reason why the 216 is so important, because 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Like I said, for the new people, you got to watch all my videos or you're going to miss out, I'm telling you. Man, what was I going to show? I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, hold on. So remember, I was telling you about the 4-8. Just so I'm so glad I remembered this. I can't believe I forgot. How stupid am I? So remember, I was telling you about the 4-8, that something might happen on 4-8 as predictive programming. Look from Elvis's dad's birthday to the day Elvis died. From Elvis's dad's birthday to the day Elvis died. Look. Elvis's dad was born April 10th, 1916, and his name is Vernon. And George Washington lived in a place called Mount Vernon. And from the day that George Washington died to his birthday is 116 years. There's your 116 connection. Anyway, look at this, 61 years, 4 months. There's your 614 for Trump's birthday, but forget about that. This is what I want you to see, how many days are in between Vernon Presley's, the Elvis's dad, to Elvis's death. The year is 22408. So that means that Trump gets his head wound on 8/04/22, August 4th, 22. I've shown this before, but look, it's the 4-8 now. You understand? 8-4 or 4-8, and the year is 22. Okay. If you think this is a coincidence, you're nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hold on. Now, let me show you to what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to think, is this worth showing? Oh, I'll just show it anyway. So from Vernon Presley's birthday to this year, June 11th, and I've shown this before, it's 10622. It's got the 162 with a crown, the 0, or the year 22. But I see it as 162 right here. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th, you see. But anyway, this is not a big deal, this thing. Not so much, this one. But it still connects. Hold on. Yes, people are talking about the Mount Vernon because I told you Washington lived in Mount Vernon and Elvis' dad's name is Vernon. You know how many, and I told you that Elvis died at the age of 42 and Washington's the 42nd state? Watch this. See, I have all this memorized. How many Mount Vernons are there across the earth? It won't say it, but it shows it, but it won't say it. How many Mount Vernons are there in the world? You piece of Google. You piece of Google, you. Look. 42. You see? 42 places called Mount Vernon. You see? Anyway. And listen to this. There's 33 places named Mount Vernon in America. Can you believe this? 33 in America, 42 in the world. How crazy is that? Because I told you 33 is mockery toward Jesus, because Jesus, he was crucified at the age of 33, and he rose from the dead at 33. Anyway, and I told you guys that Mount Vernon the abbreviation is MTV. MTV, get it? MTV, and I told you MTV equals the word God backwards. Same numbers, but switched. MTV. Oh, and I told you guys that the word P, if you spelled it, like the letter P is the 16th letter, right? And I told you 1616 is the PP. And if you go forward from Elvis's birthday to June 11th, 1616 days, it lands on June 11th, right? Which is the PP, right? 1616. The word P, if you wrote out the word P, P-E-E, it equals the exact same as the word God. So God equals the P-E-E. So if you have P-P, that's God, God. Do you get it? That's why they're doing this. They're making a God, God. There's only one God, all right? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I told you, these three are one. It's one God. Jesus is God, all right? And that's why when you see P-P, they love the PP. I've been telling you that since, even before I was doing my Elvis videos, I told you they love the PP. And I didn't understand it when I was saying it, but now I understand it. Why they love the PP. You know, like the Washington Monument, right? Isn't that a PP symbol? How tall is the Washington Monument? It's 555, but they say that it's another 111 something down or something. I can't remember. See, it says, is the Washington Monument 666 feet tall? I don't know. No, it says 5555. Hold on. I'm trying to find somewhere where it says 666. I told you everything's about the 16 with Elvis, okay? Elvis died on the 16th day. He was born in he died in the 16th state. Died on the 16th day. Elvis was born in the first month. Trump was born in the 6th month. And what happened on 1/6? The insurrection, right? Insurrection, like resurrection, you get it? And of course, Trump is the Gemini twin. That's the month of the twin, and Elvis was an identical twin, and that's why they needed Trump. I explained that to you. From Vernon Presley's birthday, the day he's born, his father, to Trump's birthday is 11,022 days. That's JFK's death date. Okay, you can't be like, these are impossible coincidences, man. 1122. It's 11,022 days. Wait a minute. What was I gonna do? What was I talking about? I was talking about Washington, the PP, and God is PP. It's the word PEE equals God. I can't remember, man. Where I was going with it. I lost my train of thought. Elvis's dad, Mount Vernon, I was talking about. MTV. And check this out. Because remember, I was telling you that with Elvis Estates, where he was born, well, actually the city too. Remember, he was born in Memphis, Tupelo, Mississippi, which is TM, and he died in Memphis, Tennessee, which is MT. So he went from a TM place to an MT place. Get it? And it's both 33. They equal 33 plus 33 equals 66. 66 equals the word twin, right? So he's born in TM, dies in MT, and his tomb is MT. Get it? And the word tomb equals the same as the word bush, And Bush equals June, and that's when Elvis is coming back. So tomb equals Bush, Bush equals June. Same numbers. And Memphis is the most ancient city in. It's a name of a city in ancient Egypt. Memphis, the number one city, if I'm not mistaken, in ancient Egypt. What else? There's so much. I was talking about the father and son thing, and I told you that Bush is the only father-son. So there's obviously something major there, that the father-son is the only president that's ever been a father and son to become president, right? And I told you the first George is Washington, the second George is George Bush, the third George, you get the three Georges. And if you put their birthdays together, of 2/22, 6/12, and 7/6, which is George Bush Jr.'s birthday, it adds up to 15, 40, and that's 154 with the zero, a crown. That's like the Antichrist number, because the Antichrist equals 154, and that's with a crown. So if you take their birthday, the birthdays and add it up, it equals 1540. 154 with a crown. I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff out there, folks. Like I said, there's many antichrists in the end times. Many. All right? But there's only one that's the chosen one. And I told you, Elvis is the chosen one. And Trump is his devil twin. His real life in the flesh antichrist, basically. But the one that will be worshipped is the one that's not in the flesh, which is Elvis. Trump just benefits from the Elvis worship. All right, folks, another 20 minutes and I'm out of here. And you think it's a coincidence that I told you that from Elvis's death date till now, it's between 44 and 45 years, right? And Trump is the 45th president. And Elvis, he whacked MLK, whether it's real or not, it's not the point. MLK, Martin Luther King. And where did Martin Luther King die? He died on 4/4, which is the 44 number, right? And he died in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived at the time when ML King died. And what did Seattle do? They changed who they had the Seattle King County named after. King County was named after some other dude named King, some dude named Rufus something King. But they named it now in 2005 or 2006, I can't remember when, they named it after Martin Luther King. Now, and what happened to MLK? He was supposedly assassinated, right? So, and Elvis was a part of that because it happened in Memphis, Tennessee. Do you get it? And it happened 4/4, 44 years from Elvis's death till now. Seattle's coming up. Are you guys getting it, man? Do you get it? And it's named after Martin Luther King, King County. And Elvis was known as the King. Do you get it? And the Space Needle, who built the Space Needle? Remember I showed you that? Who were the people who funded the Space Needle?
According to Space Needle, 5 Seattle investors organized the Pentagram Corporation to build the Space Needle.
Pentagram Corporation. Did you see that? The pentagram. Can you believe this? The pentagram. That's what, Satan uses, right? To make spells and stuff. You can't even make this up, man. All right. To the people, all of you guys have great comments and stuff. I just can't, respond to all of them, but I appreciate everyone. Because I told you that Elvis is the beast out of the sea. He's the phoenix rising. He is the camel that goes through the eye of the needle. Okay, that's a biblical reference. Because, there's no way, because it says, for a rich man to go through to the kingdom, to get to heaven is basically like a camel going through the eye of a needle, So basically, they're trying to break into heaven, some other way. That's what they're trying to do by saying that Elvis is the camel that goes through the eye of the needle. And that's why you have Kamala Harris, because it got the camel in it. And there was a camel called Joe Camel cigarettes back in the 70s, 80s. I don't know when it was. And Joe Biden is the president. You think these are coincidences? You're crazy. Joe and Kamala, Joe Camel, and um, and the Space Needle had a restaurant called Eye of the Needle when it first came out, and um, Kamala also sounds like Kalama. Kamala is the same letters as Kalama, and where is Kalama? Look, what city did Elvis stop in before he went to film It Happened at the World's Fair in Seattle? Let's see if they answer that. No, they didn't answer it. Hold on. What city did Elvis stop in before Seattle? Nah, man, I don't know what the hell to ask this stupid. How do you ask this stupid question? I don't even know where before you go. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. On his way to film the It Happened at the World's Fair, the Seattle Space Needle movie, he stopped in Kalama, Washington. Can you believe that? I mean, what is the chance of that? Why was Elvis in Kalama, Washington? Wow, look at the significance of this, man. That's crazy. You're not gonna believe this, man, when I show this to you. You know what? I'm not even gonna show it to you now. I found something that's crazy. I can't show it to you, sorry. Yeah, someone's mentioning something about anyway, I can't show it to you, but the Kalama, it was Kalama, which is the same words as Kamala, and also it means a lotus. No, I can't show it. Don't ask me. So Kalama, because I'm going to show it to you in a future video. So Kamala, it means lotus, like a rebirth, right? That's what lotus means. I think it means rebirth or something. But anyway, like I said, it means lotus, Kamala. But anyway, he was on his way to film the Seattle Space Needle movie. All right. Yeah, the name Kamala means lotus. Yeah. What else? Hold on, I'll just add. What does the name Kamala mean?
Lotus flower.
Yeah, lotus.
According to ABC 7 News,
yeah,
Kamala.
Lotus. Yeah, anything to do with Tom Hanks is connected to Elvis. Everything. Okay? And that is why Tom Hanks was chosen to play the manager of Elvis in the coming movie. All right? Because, look, in almost not every movie, but a lot of his movies, Tom Hanks there's an Elvis reference. All right? And remember, he did Sleepless in Seattle too, Tom Hanks. And now he's doing the Elvis movie that's coming out. And he's playing Tom Parker. Tom Parker died at the age of 87, his manager. And his initials, Tom Parker, TP equals 2016. T is the 20th letter, P is the 16th letter. 2016 again. What was I gonna say? Somebody brought something up. Now my brain. Oh, about a volcano blowing up. That because, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen on this June 11th date. I just know that it involves Seattle and the whole area of King County and the waters of Elliott Bay, which is in Puget Sound. So look, this is all I know, and I know that somehow Elvis, he becomes connected to it. All right, that's all I know. Either his name, the number of his name, or his image. All right, now somebody was saying that it could be a volcano, which I mentioned in the past already. All right, that it could be any of the things, because there's volcanoes over there in Washington State, and And yeah, Tom Hanks did a movie called Joe versus the Volcano, but that's not why. Besides that, and of course Joe Biden, yeah, and but and someone's saying that they mentioned Kamala in that movie. I didn't ever, I don't, I didn't pay attention. I think I did see the movie, but here's why here's how it's connected to the volcano. Let me show you. Where was Dr. Evil's headquarters?
According to Wikipedia, Evil's lair is atop the Space Needle in Seattle, portrayed as the Starbucks headquarters. Later, it is in a Caribbean island volcano with Dr.
Okay, so Dr. Evil's, because see the way they say it, it's not Dr. I know his name is Dr. Evil, but they're saying Dr. Evil's. Okay, Evil's is the Elvis anagram, right? And Evil's headquarters was in the Space Needle in Seattle. All right. And remember, Dr. Evil had a mini-me, which I tell you is Trump, the mini-me. And by the way, mini-me, he died on 421, if I'm not mistaken. Or he was born on 421. When was mini-me born?
January 1st, 1969, according to some information.
When did mini-me die?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
You're not going to believe this, man. This is, his name is Vern Troyer. When did Vern Troyer die? Watch. Oh, stupid. Doesn't say anything. When you want it to talk, it doesn't talk. Look, first of all, he's got the Vern for Elvis's father and Mount Vernon, and look, it's 2220. 2022. T is the 20th letter, V is the 22nd letter. So it's 2022 or 2220. You understand? It's the 222. Wait till you see. April 21st, the Queen's birthday. The Space Needle opened, right? Elvis is born on 1/8. There was two of them, 218. And I told you that 218 is connected to the Antichrist number, if you saw my last video. But 421 is the Space Needle opening date and also the Queen's birthday. And also 421 is the backwards birthday of 9/11. 421 is the 111th day of the year. They were 254 days remain. The 254th day of the year is 9/11. That's why 9/11 is the backwards of April 21st. Anyway, the Space Needle opened that day. And I just told you that Vern Troyer, his initials are 2022, 2220, right? Now, when was he born, Vern Troyer? Let's go back to that. Hold on. When was Vern Troyer born? So he was born on January 1st. And why is this important, the 1/1? All right, let me show you why 1/1 is important. Hold on. Someone's saying he was 2 feet 8 inches tall. Is that true? Yeah. Hold on, let me see. How tall was Vern Troyer? 2'8". That's right. It's 2'8". It's like the twin thing again, or the 88. Of course, Trump. His name is 88 in the Back to the Future connections. All right. Where am I? Oh yeah, the January 1st. Why is January 1st so important? Okay, because January 1st is the only date. Now pay attention, okay, because this one's a little confusing. Just a little bit, not a lot, but January 1st is the only date where this happens. January 1st is the only date. Come on, man. I'm going to lose it. I'm not kidding. January 1st is the only date where you will see the 162 forward and backward. And that's why the year starts with January 1st, because the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. So you got June 11th, June 11th. And remember, from January 1st to June 11th, it's 162 days, right? And look, you get the 216. I mean, how ridiculous is that, right? 216. That's August 4th. June 11th, August 4th. And Elvis was born in 1935 on 1/8. 54 plus 54 is 108. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing stuff out there. But anyway, let me just tell you something. So there's no other date does the 162 forward and the 162 backwards, okay? Where just what I showed you. But there are two other dates that have a 162 like that one in the front part, and that is July 12th and September 3rd. Those are the only dates that have a 162 at the top, but none have it 162 forward and 162 backwards. All right. Yes, exactly. 6 times 11 is 66. And that's why this year on 6/11/2022 is 666, really, because 6 times 11 is 66, and 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 60, is 6. Also, 2022, 20 plus 22 equals 42. And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42 in Washington's 42nd state. Now, if you've been watching my videos, I've been telling you that Elvis and Trump are the devil twins. Someone just mentioned something. Let me show you why that's important. That I told you that the word EL means God, right? So if you were to put EL with the name Janus, and I'm going to tell you why Janus is so important to this puzzle, because Elvis and Trump are the devil twins, right? And Janus is the two-faced God, okay? It's a two-faced God, And if you put EL with the name Janus, because EL means God, and Janus was a two-faced God, and Elvis and Trump are the Janus twins, right? And if you were to put EL Janus into the gematria calculator, you will get the equivalent, all right? Let me show you what that equals first, L Janus, and then you'll see why I'm showing this. So L Janus, EL means God with Janus, two-faced God, equals 8219 10744. And why is that important? Because it equals the exact same as Seattle. 8219 10744. You see? I mean, if you believe in coincidences like this, you're nuts. And by the way, the anagram is EL state. STATE, L state. This is the state of God, L state. They're going to destroy the God state, L state. Get it? And also, January, the month of January is named after Janus, man, which is the month that Elvis is born. And watch this. So remember, Janus is named after, January is named after Janus, right? And also, I told you Elvis is the beast out of the sea. And I told you that Elvis is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, right? In his own mind, or in people's mind. I don't know what's going on. But so basically, he's the beast out of the sea, the GOAT. What is the symbol for January?
According to Peanut App, January birth symbols.
No, dum-dum. What is the sign symbol for January? I don't know what to ask you.
Aquarius.
No.
According to
I don't know what's wrong with me now. What is the astrological sign for? I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm asking. What's wrong with me? What is the astrological sign symbol for January?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Go, stupid YouTube. Look right here. It's a sea goat. You see? For Capricorn, January. Elvis is the beast out of the sea, and you got the goat. Okay? And also, the abbreviation for January is JAN. JAN equals the exact same as the word SEAC. If you put that in geometric calculator, hold on. I'm using my television as light, I have it on pause, and then it just starts all of a sudden on its own after a while. So January, abbreviated JAN, equals the exact same as the word SEA. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And Elvis wore the Phoenix outfits in his concerts. And you know what he would start his concerts every time? Watch this. What song did Elvis sing at the beginning of all his concerts?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
No, you don't. That's wrong information. What is the song that Elvis sang at the beginning of all his concerts? I can't stand this Google, man. Did Elvis sing CC Rider at the beginning of all of his concerts? Break this phone. This phone it doesn't hear good. See, with my phone that I'm using to talk, to watch, that you're watching me on, that phone works perfect. And it's a cheaper phone than this one. Hold on. Why did Elvis sing CC Rider at the beginning of all his concerts? I can't stand you people. Can't stand you people with stupid Google. Anyway, let me just tell you. Elvis sang a song called CC Rider. And there's three ways to see it. Either with the eyes, CC, or the letter CC, which is 33. CC is 33, the letter. Or the water C, SEACC, rider. He's going to ride the sea, get it? And you know who rode the sea, don't you? Genesis 1. Hold on. Hold on. I just want you to, hold on, I want to read that. Hold on. Oh man, I tell you, I don't know what's going on with my Google thing. Bible verse where God hovered over the waters. And it says, and the Spirit, and in Genesis 1, verse 2, it says, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Okay? And the reason I'm showing you that, okay, because I told you Elvis is playing the part of the Holy Spirit in this charade. Because Trump is playing the Father God, Godfather, the Dawn, get it? And Obama's like the third wheel. He's, because I told you there's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, which makes God. All right, but they're mocking with Elvis, Trump, and Obama, and the reason I'm showing you that is because Elvis equals waters. I mean, Elvis equals water in gematria. I showed you that. And also Elvis equals reset. Okay? You think these are coincidences. You're crazy. Elvis equals water, and he's the B side of the sea, you know? And this year's a water tiger year. I'm just showing you all this, if you've been watching my videos, you know exactly what I'm saying. It's a water tiger year, and Elvis is the Tiger Man and all this other stuff. You got to watch the last video about the Antichrist. And also, it says he was hovering over the surface of the waters, the Spirit of God. And remember, I just told you Elvis equals water, but watch this. I wonder if I can find that. It's going to probably take too long to find, but let me see if I can find it. It's important, this piece of the puzzle. Let's see if I can find it somewhere here. Come on. I have over 1,000 images in this phone, this old phone here. I think this is it right here. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me just look at the chat before I move on. Yeah, I don't, you know what? I don't use email. So don't even bother using it, trying to get a hold of me through email. I don't use email. But anyway, so remember, we're talking about God hovering over the waters, and water equals Elvis in gematria, exactly. So now listen, okay? Pay attention. This is just simple gematria. I don't know what it's called, but look at this. This is how I do it. A equals 1, B equals 2, and so on, right? And Z equals 26. Now, if you were to go backwards, okay, backwards would mean that you start from Z equals 1. Hold on. And A equals 26. That's backwards, okay? Now, this is Elvis forwards. E equals 5, L equals 12, V equals 22, I equals 9, S equals 19. That's Elvis, that equals 67. Going forwards, this is the backwards numbers, okay? So that means backwards, E would be V because it equals 5. So E would be V backwards. L, which is the 12th letter, now becomes O, which is the 12th letter right now. That's all I'm just showing you. So V, so remember, E was V. Now V is going to be where E is because that's where V used to be. Okay, I is 9. Now R is 9. S is 19. S is 19 would be H. Okay. Anyway, so let me just show you why I'm showing you this. So now if we take Elvis's letters forwards and turn them into backwards, it would be V equals, it would be V, E is V, L is O, V is E, I is R, S is H. Now, what word can you make with these letters? So Elvis backwards would be VOERH. There's only one word you can make. All right? Hold on. I don't want to see. Oh yeah, I don't show it. So what word can you make with that word? With these letters, VOERH. It's only one word. Let me see if you guys are saying anything. Are you guys saying anything? I don't see it. Anyway, so yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you guys remember it. That's why. See, it equals the word hover, and I told you that. And God's spirit was hovering over the surface of the waters. Do you see? Elvis equals water, and Elvis backwards equals hover. And I told you that, that maybe Elvis's image will be in the sky after this spectacular event, or some kind of, his image pops up either, you know, remember I told you because there's a place in Washington, near Seattle. It looks like the head of Elvis, the state of Washington, if you've seen it, the whole state, And I told you that's why they called it the chop zone, because they're going to chop the head off of Elvis. That's Elvis's head right there that they're showing with the state of Washington. Anyway, this is the last thing I'm going to show. My throat's hurting. Map of the state of Washington.
Check out these pictures.
Hold on. Hold on, folks. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time I'm looking at this. Hold on. I'm trying to find the best image that would look like what I'm trying to. I don't know. This is the best I can show. For right now. This is not the actual good one. No, this is not the good one. I want to show where it shows the Seattle too. Hold on. Darn it. Yeah, someone's asking me, just have him put a comment down in this video, and we'll tell him I'll talk to him about it later. After he puts the comment down. About you're asking me to go on his show, just have him put a comment down. That way he can leave me the phone number to the and a time when he wants me to do the video. Do the show with him. Oh man, where is this image? This is unbelievable. I can't find. This is ridiculous. I'm trying to find it. I want to end the video, man. I can't find it. Yeah, I'm trying to find the best image to show how it's connected to Elvis, but I can't get that one image that looks like Elvis, All right, well, no. Anyway, I can't find it. There was one that was really good where it shows Elvis's head, it looks like. But anyway, so this is the state of Washington they're showing. This is Seattle right here. King County's all this area right here. Now look, see this right here? This looks like the top of Elvis's head, his hair, okay? You see this? All this is the head. I know it doesn't look very good, this one, but there was another one where it was really good. So if they called this Seattle thing chop zone. So if they cut this off right here, that would be the chop zone. They chop off Elvis's head, Okay. I had a really good, perfect image of it, but anyway, the reason I'm showing that is because, and for the people just getting in, make sure you watch from the beginning. I'm gonna leave the video up for a while, Let me see if I can find an image. Um, man, hold on. Let me see if I can find an image of what I want to show you. Unbelievable. It's so funny, man. Every time I'm looking for something, I can't find it. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, to the people saying nice things, God bless you. Appreciate it. I'm trying to find something here. Hold on. Unbelievable. How is this possible that I can't find this? Anyway, forget it. I give up. All I'm saying to you is that that's why Trump moved to Florida, okay? Florida looks, the state of Florida looks, not only does it shape like a gun, it's also shaped like Trump's hair, all right? And I had it where I had both of them lined up together. I can't, for some reason, I can't find that stupid image. Images of the state of Florida.
Here are some pictures that match.
See how it looks like the, it looks like a shape of a gun, and it looks like Trump's hair. This is exactly Trump's hair. If you put Trump's face right here, it would be right on his, it would be perfect. Anyway, so my point is, so Trump's going to get a head wound, and he's in Florida, which shaped like a gun is shaped like his hair. So there's your head wound connection. But it's going to happen in Ohio, his head wound on August 4th. And Elvis, Seattle gets the head wound that looks like Elvis's head. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, it's just ridiculous, you know, the connections. And remember, remember we were talking about Elvis hovering over the waters, like, you know, he's mocking the Holy Spirit, because Elvis equals water in gematria, and backwards, the Elvis name in gematria backwards, it equals the word hover. Hover is the only word that you can make with the letters Elvis, okay, backwards. And because the Holy Spirit was hovering over the waters in Genesis 1:2, right? And what was Elvis doing the day he died? What book was Elvis reading when he died? Google, what was the book Elvis was reading when he died?
According to Live About 9:30 a.m., Elvis takes the book he's been reading, Frank Adams' The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus,
You
and
see?
goes into his bathroom.
So you see the mockery? So the moment he died, Elvis was reading a book called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus. Because I just told you that he's going to, his image might somehow pop up, and it could be hovering over the waters of Seattle. I don't know how this is going to all come to fruition. But so, like I said, Elvis dies while reading a book called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus, right? And he dies on the toilet. The toilet is known as a throne. You know, they mock God, right? You understand? They call the toilet a throne because that's where people sit, right? And the king sits on the throne. Elvis, known as the king, dies on the throne. Okay, I told you it's complete mockery. And you know, Seattle is the What is the seat of King County?
According to historylink.org.
What is the seat of King County?
Here are some pictures that match.
Go, you know what? You make me sick, Google. The seat of King County is Seattle, okay? The county seat, you see? And it's got the seat in it, okay? E-L, okay? E-L means God, you understand? L, seat, the seat of King County. So the throne, and how do I know for sure that it's complete mockery? Let me show you. So Elvis dies on the throne, then he comes up through Seattle. And by the way, there's the only other needle that's named Space Needle is in the state of Tennessee. It's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So the only other space needle besides Seattle is in Tennessee. And so he dies in Tennessee on the throne and then comes up in Seattle, other space needle, comes up the other space needle, which is in the seat of King County, Seattle. You understand? Seat. And how do I know that for sure that they're mocking the throne? Do you guys remember when those killer bees? Well, I don't know if they're called bees, but what's it called? Where was the first hornet, killer hornet, spotted? What state?
Washington State. According to The Guardian, the first Asian giant hornet nest of
So the
2021.
hornet, the anagram for the word hornet is throne. Do you see it? Hornet in Washington, hornet equals throne. You understand? Do you get it? And they're murder hornets, murder throne. Do you get it? Yep. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm explaining to you? This is supernatural. If you can't see it, I don't know, you must be blind, man, or deaf, or just dumb. You know, hopefully you're not dumb, you know, but it's just too much, man. And you know, Washington is the apple state. You know that, right? And you know, in that IPEC goat, the apple breaks in half. You understand? Because I told you they're gonna split Washington. It's right in front of your face, you know, if you just pay attention. Oh, that's a good one. You're connecting the mullet and the bullet. Yeah, that's funny. That's good. Someone's saying that Trump's side profile looks like a mullet, and the Florida looks like a mullet hair, right? The state, and it rhymes with bullet. Yeah, that's a good one. And it looks like a gun, right? The mullet. But anyway, there was something. I can't believe I forgot it already. I think the newest iPhone is called the iPhone SE. C, get it? And you know who makes the iPhone? It's the Apple. Apple, C Apple, get it? SE Apple, C Apple. What do you think of that? Is the new iPhone name SE? I'm not sure.
According to The Independent, Apple has finally confirmed what the SE in its new iPhone's name is for. The new phone's name stands for Special Edition, according to Phil Schiller, Apple's head of marketing.
So the latest iPhone is called SE. iPhone SE. C, get it? C Apple. Apple, iPhone's made by Apple. And I told you that in the iPad Goat, it had a letter C with the apple. You remember? It had the LC written on the floor where the apple. And what did it hit? It hit Obama's boot. See, for the people who've never seen the iPad Goat, the apple rolls and hits Obama's foot, Obama's boot. And Obama's born on 8/4. That's where Trump gets his head wound. You see? You know, have you ever heard that the buck stops here? Well, the apple hits him and he's born on 8/4. Remember, so Trump gets his head wound on 8/4, and in between 8/4 and whatever, you know, this year, in between that is the 6/11 event. So, and the apple splits open, right? And the two commingle, the inside of the apple, if you saw it. Man, I should just show it to you guys. That way you'll understand what I'm talking about. Oh man, hold on. Let me just show that. What am I doing? iPad Goat Heliofont. Hold on, I don't want to. I'm trying to get the right spot here. Hold on. So she drops the apple. Hold on. I can't get it to focus. See, there's an L and a C on the ground, and it splits open, and the two come together and make the lotus flower. You see? That's Obama sweating. And see, you can't see it, but it hit his boot. Let me see if I can show the boot. See, that's his boot right there. You can, hold on, let me see if I can. See, you can't see it, but that's the front of his boot right near this apple right here. His foot is right here. That's Obama's foot. And the apple splits in half and the two come together. That's Elvis and Trump. You understand what I'm saying? And it's got the C, like for the beast out of the sea, and also the waters, Elliott Bay, Puget Sound, the sea, and Seattle, get it? Seattle. Washington's the Apple State. And I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, folks. I don't know, you know. I don't have all the answers, you know. But also in the video, later in the video, which is an incredible thing right here, is the part where, hold on, I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Where is that part? Right here. Hold on. this part, right? Where is it? I must have missed it. Hold on, sorry. Where is it? I'm about ready to lose it. I'm serious. I'm about ready to lose it. All right, here it comes. So they're doing some kind of spell right here. And then all of a sudden, this thing shoots out from the pit of hell. That it's supposed to be Jesus. You know what I'm saying? See that right there is a depiction of, something rising out of the pit of hell, right? And that's what I'm saying Elvis could possibly do after this explosion. You could see the image of Elvis or something, but it could be like what I said earlier, having to do with the chopping of the head off too. That could be the mark of the beast too, because it looks like Elvis's head. And if that gets taken away and people, have that as the mark, as Washington's head, Washington State's head, which looks like Elvis. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, like I said, it's a long story, folks. It's just too much. But how you know that this is going to come to fruition besides everything I've already explained? When Elvis died on August 16th, 1977, okay, now put your thinking caps on and ask yourself, what is the chance of all of this? Because I've already shown 1,000 proof, all right, that it's going to happen. But just ask yourself this, all right? This alone should tell you. Elvis died on August 16th, 1977. That same year, on August 16th, when he died, Elvis, that same year, because I told you something big's going to happen in Seattle on 6/11 this year. That same year, when Elvis died, on June 11th, 1977, a horse won the most prestigious race in horse racing. It's called the Triple Crown. And the horse's name was Seattle Slew. And slew means to kill. You understand? Seattle Slew. 6/11, same year that Elvis died. All right? It is absolutely impossible for these coincidences to happen, okay? Now, you saw that I just showed you that depiction of this thing coming out of the pit of hell, right? After some type of explosion, he's coming up out of it, right? That same year that Elvis died, they came out with this statue. Not statue, some work of art, okay? It came out literally like 42, maybe 41, 42 days after Elvis died, all right? Watch, look at this. Let me show you this this monstrosity. And so this is at the Vatican, man. Look at this thing. So this is at the Vatican. So here's the Pope and all his devils. All right. Look at this artwork behind him. This was created in 1977. It was in the make, or it was in the works already, but it opened in 1977, a month after Elvis died. You see this thing right here? First of all, it's a goat's head. You can see it's one horn going this way, and then on this side there's no eye, but this one has an eye, And then you have an image coming out of this artwork, okay? Let me show you what this artwork is called, okay? And remember, this happened in the same year. Hold on, I'm trying to find a better image of this thing. I want you to see it up close. That way you could see easily that it's a goat's head. Hold on. No, you can't see it in this image. What is that? That's not even a real image of it. Hold on, folks. I'm trying to find the best image of it. I mean, ridiculous, man. I don't know if you can see it in this one even. See, look, it looks like the goat's snout right here, or just an image of a beast, and then his eye right here, but this side has no eye. And here's the horns. And then you have this image coming out of it, right? The beast out of the sea, the goat. You understand? And what is this thing? What is this artwork called? What is this artwork called? Hold on. What is the Vatican resurrection depicting? Hold on. Okay, hold on. What is the resurrection Vatican art?
According to Wikipedia, the Resurrection is an 800-quintal bronze copper alloy sculpture by Pericle Fazzini in the Paul VI Audience Hall in Rome.
Read this. It says it's depicting Jesus rising from a nuclear crater in the Garden of Gethsemane. You see? Nuclear crater. Jesus coming out of it. That is the exact what I just showed you in that iPad goat. It's coming out from the ground, you know what I'm saying? It's the exact, I mean, I've shown this 100 times in the past. On all my old channels, you got to understand, folks, I've been doing this for, many years. And I had over counting these videos, I have over 400 videos that I had of Elvis, Trump, Seattle, and all that stuff. But, and they were all terminated, those videos. Anyway, it was made in 1977, the same year Elvis died, the same year that Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. And it's been 44 to 45 years. And Trump, since Elvis's death, and Trump is the 44-45 president. You understand? Anyway, folks, this was a really long video. And like I said, for all the people here, just know that once I leave this chat right now, you're not going to be able to see the live stream anymore. If you get out of the video and come back in, I think, I'm not sure, if you can't see it anymore, because the live chat doesn't show up for like 10 hours after the videos, after I finish the live stream. So that's not me, it's YouTube messing with me. Anyway, folks, like I said, look, I have one more crazy video. I mean, like, not crazy. I mean, one more just beyond belief video to show you. To me, it's the most incredible information to tell you, to prove to you that this is it. And basically, it's my last video as far as research. All right. I'm talking about pre-recorded videos. It's going to be my last one. But I will do live streams like this where I show you just tons of information. But my last pre-recorded video is going to be that video. All right. Yeah, you can watch the video. Yes, the video will still be up. What you do is you go to my channel and then you go to the part where it says video, and then you'll see the video still. But the live chat doesn't show up. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. Oh yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. Someone's mentioning the Kraken. I was talking about Elvis being the Kraken, the beast out of the sea. I was even telling everyone this, about the Kraken. And what did the Seattle do? They named their hockey team the Kraken. I mean, you can't make it up. You know, it's just too much. You know, and see, now you're going to make me want to do another half an hour of this, because the show Jeopardy, you know, was all about Seattle being in jeopardy. Okay, and that's what they were trying to imply, because they had a tournament called the GOAT tournament. Let's see when the GOAT tournament first started. When was the GOAT tournament? When was the GOAT tournament first aired on Jeopardy? Oh man, I don't know what I'm saying.
According to Wikipedia,
when was the GOAT tournament? Man, I don't know what.
According to Wikipedia, the tournament began on January 7th, 2020, and each match consisted of 2 games. Each game was played as...
So the GOAT tournament started on January 7th on a Monday. And the only reason that they wanted to be January 8th, but they had to start it on a Monday. You know, they would, because January 8th is Elvis's birthday. So they started the GOAT tournament on Jeopardy the week that Elvis was his birthday, all right, in 2020. Now, how does it connect to Elvis besides what I just showed you? The winner of the GOAT tournament, okay? Who was the winner of the Jeopardy GOAT tournament?
Ken Jennings.
All right, Ken
According
Jennings.
to the New York Times.
Ken Jennings, and he's got the Ken in his name. Crack Ken. Do you understand? All right, so he's got the Ken in his name for the Kraken. And how did this guy write his name on his, you know how the Jeopardy contestants write their name in front of where they stand? He wrote the K with a space needle, all right? And why did he do that? Why was he writing the space needle there? Why was he writing the space needle? Did Ken Jennings live in Seattle?
According to Ken Jennings was born in 1974 just outside Seattle, Washington, but grew up overseas. His family spent 15 years in Korea and...
Where does... That's not... By the way, when he was winning the GOAT tournament, they said he lived in Seattle. Where does Ken Jennings live?
Seattle. According to Courier Journal.
See,
today,
he lives in Seattle. So the GOAT winner lives in Seattle. Do you get it? Because Elvis is the GOAT, the sea goat, and Capricorn, when the month of Capricorn is the goat, the sea goat. You know what I'm saying? The symbol, and what happened after that GOAT tournament? The Jeopardy guy, Alex Trebek, whose real name is George, because it's connected to Washington. You understand? Alex Trebek got cancer and died. All right. And when was Alex Trebek born?
July 22nd, 1940. According to
so he's born July 2nd, 1940. July 22nd. 722 is the backwards date of June 11th. Okay? because they're trying to tell you that Seattle is in jeopardy. That's why they're telling you that. That's why they had the GOAT guy win and he was living in Seattle. So 722 is the backwards of 611, because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, which would leave 203 days in the year. The 203rd day of the year is July 22nd. Okay. Now, when did Alex Trebek die? Alex Trebek died November 8th, 2020. And November 8th is the 118. And I told you that Elvis was born on 1/8. There was two of them. So it's 11/8/2020. I don't know. That doesn't matter. But let's see what number day of the year is November 8th?
312th. According to Win Calendar, November 8th, 2021 was 312th day of the year.
Oh, that's what it is.
November 8th.
Shut up. The 312th day of the year, its backwards date is the 53rd day of the year, because there's 53 days left. If November 8th is the 312th day of the year, there's 53 days left. What is the 53rd day? What is the 53rd day of the year?
According to Wikipedia, this is the latest accepted revision, reviewed on the 8th of March 2022. February 22nd is the 53rd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar.
So February 22nd.
312 days remain until the end of the year.
February 22nd is the 53rd day of the year. All right. So 2/22 is Washington's birthday. So Trebek's death, the backwards is Washington's birthday. Okay. So, and remember, Trebek's birthday is the backwards of June 11th. So 6/11/2022. Do you get it? All right. Does that make sense? And it's about death and destruction. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? And it's all about the GOAT, in Seattle. If you look at everything I just said. Yeah, you guys are talking about Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson, the king of pee-pee, the king of pop, pee-pee with a crown. The king of pop was married to Lisa Marie, Elvis's daughter. I told you, they just want to connect to everything, Anyway, that's all right now. Hold on one second. Man, my throat really hurts. I made a mistake doing this much, but I'm going to end the video right now. But I've done almost 3 hours, man. Big mistake. Big mistake. Stupid. I always end up hurting myself, I can't help it. I'm compelled, because I did so many hours yesterday too, a live stream on my other backup channels, and I erased the video. Let me just show you something real quick. All right. Yeah, I'm done, folks. I was going to show you more, but I have to end the video. I can't do this anymore. What else? I'm trying to think of, oh man, I was supposed to show this, but I guess I'll save this one for the next live stream. All right. Because earlier I brought up the father-son thing, and I wanted you to see, because I connected the Elvis father to Elvis stuff, but I was going to connect Trump's father to Trump here. But I didn't do it, even though I should be doing it. How much time do I have? 15 minutes? Yeah, I guess I could do it. Hold on. I'm trying to see if this is worth it here. Let's see. Man, you can't, like I said, you can't make this stuff up. So this is it. I got to show this. I got to hurry up and finish this. It's driving me nuts. So from Elvis, not from Elvis. I already showed you the Elvis, not everything. I could have showed you tons of connections, but I showed you just one or two connections between Elvis's father and Elvis. But now I'm going to show you connections from Trump's father to Trump. I mean, if you, like I said, if you can't understand what I'm showing, then you don't have a brain in your head. Now watch this. Trump's father was born on 10/11, okay? And Trump is born on 6/14. Forget about the year. Okay, forget about the year right now. Trump's father's born on October 11th. Trump's born on June 14th. Trump's father, Trump. 247 days in between. Let's look how many months and days that is. 8 months, 4 days. And I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4. Okay? And I told you that the percentage means a lot. The devil's in the details. It's 67.67. And I told you from Elvis's birthday to 9/11, it was 8 months, 4 days, 67.67. You see? Obama's born on 8/4. Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, okay? Now, I'm getting sick, folks. Hold on. My throat is damaged, man. So, and then from Trump's birthday to his father's birthday, this is the last thing the last thing I'm going to be talking about. That's not important. It's like 119 days, which is the 9/11 backwards, or 120 days, but forget about that. So I showed you the 8/4 connection, right? To what I just showed. That's enough, right? To show you how incredible that is. But wait, here's where it gets really ridiculous. So Vernon Presley died on 6/26 and 1979, but it's the date, 6/26 he died. And I think, was it, anyway, I don't know, but Vernon died 6/26, and Trump's father died on 6/25, one day before. Okay, so first I'm going to show you from 6/25 or how many. So he died on 6/25, Vernon's father. All right, so 6/25 to 6/11. Wait, was it 6/11 I wanted to show? No, I'm sorry. 6/25 to Elvis's birthday is, if not counting that day, is 6 months, 14 days. So from 6/25 to January 8th is 6 months, 14 days. And if you include the day, it's 6 months, 15 days. But 6/14 is, it still counts. All right, now, hold on. Now to 6/11, what is it? There's something I'm going to show you that's really important. I'm just trying to see if there's any other connections. The real good stuff I'm going to show you right now. So from the exact day first let me show you that when he died. when did, listen to the name, when did Fred Christ Trump die?
According to Wikipedia, was an American real estate.
All right. I shouldn't say it. By the way, let me just tell you. So Trump's father's name is, his middle name is Christ. All right? Do you understand how ridiculous this is? That his father's, and I told you, I revealed that many, many years ago, that Trump's father's name is Christ. Anyway, so, and his mother, and Trump's father's mother was named Elizabeth Christ, who was born on who died on 6/6/66. You know, the Elizabeth Christ. And so like I said, his middle name was Christ, right? His father, Trump's father. So let's I still want to show you the day he died. Is that what I wanted to show? No, I want to show the day he was born also. When did Fred Christ Trump die? So he died. Let me just show you, because I got to show you anyway. So Trump's father died on 6/25/1999. Okay, and I know, didn't Michael Jackson or die on 6/25, and I think George Michaels was born on 6/25. But anyway, so he dies on 6/25/1999, right? And from 6/25/1999 to August 4th, because I told you in between Fred Christ Trump's birthday and Trump's birthday was 8 months, 4 days. So let's see from his death to August 4th, from the exact day of his death to the exact day of Trump's head wound. Let's see what we get. Like I said, this is going to be the last thing I show you. All right, here it is. So look at this. From the exact day he died, Fred Christ Trump, to the exact day that Trump's going to get his head wound, it's 84:42. And why is this important? First of all, it's got the 8-4 for that day. And then 42 is, I told you, Elvis's age is 42. And Elvis died at the age of 42. And Washington's the 42nd state, you see? You know, they have to connect that stuff, you know? And so that was that connection. But here's an incredible one right here. This is the last thing I'm gonna show you. I gotta end the video. This is it. So from the day he was born, Fred Christ Trump was born on October 11th, 1905. Okay, so from 10/11/1905 to August 8th. All right, let's see what we get. So, and the equation I'm going to show you is not including the last day, but up to August 4th, okay? Because I told you can have two different ways to count it. So let's see the equation. Look at this. Look at this ridiculous equation. So from Fred Christ Trump, Trump's dad, his birth, to August 4th this year when Trump gets his head wound, look at this. 42 again. I told you 42 is the magic number. And 666 or 667 if you include that day. See? And it's 116 years, the 611. You see? These are ridiculous coincidences, you understand? Anyway, folks, that's it. I've had enough. I can't take it. It's just, it's too much. And, by the way, remember, this is just, 1/100th or 1/1000th of the information that I can show you that I've accumulated. All right, folks. I appreciate everyone being here. God bless all of you. And we should just end the chat with that. So for the people just getting in, make sure. No, Elvis's mom died at. Are you sure she died at 42? How old was Gladys Presley when she died? Are you sure about that?
46.
No, she was 46.
According to the commercial appeal,
Not 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. When was Gladys Presley born?
April 25th, 1912. According to IMDb, Gladys Presley was born on April 25th, 1912.
She's actually born on... Who's calling me? Uh-oh. Hold on. I left him a message. What was I going to tell you? All right. Anyway, make sure you watch from the beginning. Just take your time, watch it all, and be patient. I'm just, like I said, I'm just going through a bunch of stuff, info in this video. Just, it's information overload. That's what I called it, right? The video. Anyway, also the live chat doesn't show up for at least, now it's because it's 3 hours long. It's not gonna show up for 15, 20 hours later, the live chat. So don't even wait for it. Just watch the video and listen, That's all I can tell you, man. Anyway, like I said, folks, I do my best to try and get, the information out there. And this was just, not even the really good, not even the really good stuff. There's much more, But you just got to watch my older videos. But I had told you I have one more video left, folks, of the most incredible video. You got to see it to believe it. Anyway, God bless all of you. And remember, Jesus is God. And don't wait to get on the right path, folks. You got to do it now. So I'm telling you, cry out to Jesus right now. Don't wait, because you might not have it tomorrow, All right. Take care, and thanks for being here and hanging out with me. All right. Jesus is God. God bless all of you, and end the video.